Now the Flex record, how did that song come about?
Man, to be honest, man, I started the beat at the crib, man, and I just started making the beat, and then I called my little brother DJ Smallz over, and I told him, I said, man, I want to put Quan on this record because I was gonna put it out as a mixtape record, and Smallz was like, man, let me add some more stuff to it, and I was like, man, it's whatever because that's like my little brother, man, Smallz. So he put some more stuff to the beat. We sent the beat to Quan. Quan sent the beat back about 2-3 days later, and when he sent the beat back, he sent it back with 2 verses and a hook. And when we heard it, we were just like, man, ain't nothing we could do with that right now, but just go on and, that we're gonna give that record to him. You know what I mean? And the rest is history, man. Shout out to Quan, man, and all them boys over there, man. But he did what he had to do with the record, and some type of way the record got leaked, man, and it got leaked and had about 1 million views or something in a week. And that's when, his team got with my team, and we all sat down and we just worked it out. And, it was a blessing.
Now, at what point did you know this record was going to be big? Because Rich Homie Quan does a lot of songs, and a lot of songs leak of his on the internet. So how did you know this one in particular was different than other records that he's done?
I think what happened, man, honestly, I think with Quan, Quan he's the type of artist that I think he needed a record to cross him over a little bit to the radio side of things. And, I always watch any artist that come up in the city. Quan happened to be one of them artists that I was kind of had my eyes on, but he was already contractually tied to somebody else. But I'm the type of cat where if I could do something to help people out my city, that's what I'm all about. So Quan got the record, man, and it was like it just started turning to a snowball, and it just became one of those records that he knew how to sell it. He had a dance to go to it, and once that dance thing took off and it went across the world, he's still doing shows off the record, man. So I think it was a blessing all across the board, man. I'm just happy that he got the record, and I'm happy that it, it's doing what it's doing, and it's just a blessing.
Give me the stats on that record at this point.
Right now, I think it's like platinum right now, and it's still doing pretty good, man. So, the record, we did like 7 weeks #1 on urban radio, and it's an independent record. So, it was a big accomplishment to see an indie artist do that. I think the last time my artist did that was DJ Unk or somebody, Walk It Out or something. So I was just glad to be a part of it, man. Hopefully we could do it again. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time working with Quan, but who knows? We might do some more stuff in the future. Who knows? We'll see how it go though.
So what do you attribute that song to its success? Radio, clubs, internet, mixtapes?
I think it all played a part, man. It's like with the radio and the internet right now, like stuff got to get hot on the internet and the clubs in order to go to radio now. You know what I'm saying? I think we out of the game to where people just go and put a song on the radio because, it was a lot of major artists that came out this year that had radio songs and all type of stuff, and they were signed to major art labels, but their song didn't out top Quan's on urban radio. So that kind of taught me that it was more so about the music than all about, how much of a promotional marketing budget you got, how many, videos you put out and stuff, man. So, it's definitely all about the internet, radio, club, and you got to be able to sell the record. You know what I mean? So I think all that stuff makes, it makes you have a super hit like Quan did. I did the same thing with Jock, in about 2006. The same type of thing happened, but everybody played a part. I couldn't take 100% credit of what happened. You know what I mean? So it was all teamwork, man. And Quan, he got a good team behind him. My team behind me, and everybody just did what they had to do, and it was history.
Now, what's been your favorite celebrity reaction to that record?
Man, I've been seeing a lot of people messing with it, man. I like what Chris Brown was doing some stuff to it, man. I think Angela Simmons was doing a lot of stuff, man. I've been waiting to see Oprah do it, though. If I see Oprah do it, man, I think I might take the whole Atlanta to Benny Hunters or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, we're going to see, though, man. But, nah, I mean, it's been a lot of love. Celeb's been showing the love, man. So, you know, I'm glad to see that, you know, I can still make music that people want to move to. You know, that's my whole goal when I make music. I want to make people move. And as long as I'm doing that, you know, my job is done.
Weirdest fan reaction to the record?
Man. Whew. I think one girl came up to me, she thought I was actually going to do the dance. I'm like, nah, I ain't no dancer, you know what I mean? So I told her I just, you know, I was on the behind the scene, man, you know what I mean?
So you've never done the dance before?
Nah, man. I don't
Not
do
even
that.
privately?
Nah, man. My little boy might do it, man. He do it, you know what I mean? But nah, I ain't doing no dancing, though.
Now what about, now that's an interesting record right there, because like you had mentioned before, it was you and DJ Smallz together who produced that record. So how does something like that work? Like if you know, most times when you see a producer do something, it's solo a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Now, aside from this record, I have seen a lot of producers, especially Atlanta producers, collab with each other on records.
Yeah.
So how does something like that work? Is that like a 50, not to get in your business, but is it something like a 50-50 type situation amongst you guys? Like how does that work?
Well, with a lot of, to be honest, this is like my first time collabing really on a record. I don't really collab with a lot of producers. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with doing it, but DJ Smallz is like my little brother, literally. You know what I mean? When he came to the city 10 years ago, you know, I took him up under my wing, and he been rocking with me ever since. You know what I mean? So I seen him come from the DJ stage to getting into the production side. So once I seen that he was really determined and he'd been working on his craft, you know, I was like, you know what? He been around me to know what I like to do and what type of sound I like. You know, I didn't mind working with him. You know what I mean? Now, if it's a new producer, somebody who ain't been on my team, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's no telling how that would have panned out. But, you know, I like to do a lot of my beats by myself. You know, I do a lot of writing and songwriting. You know, I'm not like a producer that bring in a whole team of people to, you know, help me compose music. So, you know, I just like to work with people who I think understand me, and Smallz is definitely one of those cats.